A few years ago, I started to feel led to think about how we could incorporate being the hands and feet of Jesus in our family. My ears were tuned in when a friend mentioned an organization out of Waukesha called Christmas Clearing Council. They take a family with a little extra to give and a family who needs a little help around Christmas time, and they partner them up. And so we started praying that the family we would be matched with would be open to a relationship beyond the Christmas presents, that we could continue to get to know and give and serve and do life with and build a relationship with, so that it wasn't just a drop in, do a good deed, drop out kind of a situation.
So we were matched with our family. This woman, we'll call her Sarah. She has a few kids, and we found out she was kind of in a difficult spot. She was walking to the store. She didn't have a vehicle, and she would, get what she could carry, but she didn't really have. That was her only way of getting things to her kids. So Stephanie offered her if she needed a ride or take her to the store, and she took her up on that one day.
The weather was pretty cruddy, and she really needed quite a few things, and we felt prompted to say yes, so we picked her up, and it turned out to be great. And it was nice to be able to bless Sarah and fill her home with her groceries, and not just a couple bags at a time.
Then going through that, talking with her about her vehicle, found out that she had one, but it was broken. It didn't work. And she had it at someone's house, a mechanic that found out to be untrustworthy. And I did a drive-by of the house one day and found out it wasn't finished. It wasn't even close to being finished. So we talked to her about having it possibly towed to a trusted mechanic that we use for all of our vehicles.
However, the news got worse when our mechanic called us and said that the van was beyond repair. There was no way to fix it, and he couldn't knowingly put another family into this vehicle. And I was crushed. I had no idea how I was supposed to call this woman and tell her. So I started praying, begging God to give us an answer for her. In my searching, I came across a van in Ashippun, and I called the guy, and that was our first miracle moment. He said he was willing to hold it for a week while we tried to find the funds. It was a little under $7,000, which was a good deal for this van, but still way beyond what we could give, and certainly not something she had.
Yeah, and then we were put in touch with the Benevolence Fund through church. They were able to supply us with some of the money, but it wasn't nearly what we needed to get the van. So we kind of put the word out. People from church put the word out and talked to a group that we know in Madison and just prayed, and money just came in. Through people at Crosspoint and other friends, the Lord just worked and provided more than enough to get the van. We were able to get her oil changes and money for gas cards so that she would be able to go places and maintain the vehicle, which we were blown away by the generosity of our community and just people around us. It was amazing.
When we asked God to take this relationship past Christmas presents, we really had absolutely no idea what we were in for. But it has been such a big blessing. Our relationship with Sarah has continued to deepen. She's been in our home. We've invited her to functions. She and I connect on a regular basis. Other needs have arisen over the last couple years. We were presented with just moment after moment, small moments where we felt we had a choice. We could say yes or we could say no. And each time we said yes, he deepened our understanding of radical generosity and how truly full he makes you when you pour your heart out and your life out for others. And I think my favorite part of this story is that it's not just ours. It belongs to our whole community. God brought us a need that we could not meet and then moved our community to meet it. It has really transformed and shaped the way Chris and I act and interact with a lot of different people, trying to be more attuned to the Holy Spirit so that as he brings those needs and those choices and those moments, we can discern if our answer is supposed to be yes or no and trust him with whichever one that is.